Excellency Philippine Army Jr., President, Republic of the Philippines, and the Commander-in-Chief
Sa ating mga Philippines,
Received by Commanding General Philippine Army Lieutenant General Lawrence Barreto.
we mark another year of dedicated service to our nation as we celebrate the strength, courage, and unwavering commitment of the Philippine Army. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines and Commander-in-Chief Armed Forces of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong, napaunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Please remain standing as we commence this anniversary program through an invocation to be led by Colonel Roy L. Ungao, Chief Chaplain, Philippine Army.
Manalangin tayo. Pinupuri ka namin, Panginoong Diyos, sa aming masayang kaisahan ngayon sa pagdiriwang ng ika-129 na anibersaryo ng aming hukbong katihan. Tunay mong pinagpala ang aming hukbong katihan sa iyong patuloy na pagkilos at pagtaguyod mula sa pagkatatag. Marami pong salamat, Panginoon, sa magandang nangyayari sa aming hukbong katihan at sa biyaya ng kagitingan at mabuting pagsisikap ng mga nauna na patuloy sa kasalukuyan. Maraming salamat din sa mga tao at iba't ibang ahensya at samahan na iyong sinugo sa kanilang patuloy na tulong at suporta, ganun din sa biyaya ng suporta at inspirasyon ng aming pamunuan sa militar, ng mga kakilala at pamilya at ng aming pamahalaan na nagpatibay sa amin at nagpasigla ng aming pagkilos upang makamit ang maraming tagumpay sa patuloy na pakikibaka para sa kapayapaan at kapakanan ng aming bansa. At sa aming pagsulong bilang iyong mga lingkod sa hukbong katihan, hinihiling po namin ang iyong patuloy na pagkilos sa aming gitna upang matahak namin ang tamang landas ng pagganap at patuloy na mapaunlad ang aming hanay. Patuloy mo rin nawa kaming biyayaan ng aming mga kinakailangan upang matugunan namin ng nararapat ang tawag ng aming dakilang katungkulan at mapagtagumpayan ang anumang hamon sa aming kapanahunan. Mapanatili nawa ang magandang kaisahan na aming nararanasan at mapalalim ang pasyon at pagmamahal sa iyong pagtawag sa amin sa buhay paglilingkod bilang kawal at kawani sa aming hukbong katihan at manatiling makabuluhan at maaasahang hukbo para sa bagong Pilipinas. At para sa aming lahat, iyo nawa kaming akayin sa landas ng iyong kalooban at pukawin sa amin ang pagkakaisa bilang isang lahing Pilipino sa pangunguna ng aming mahal na Pangulo, kagalang-galang na Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Puksain mo po ang anumang pag-iimbot sa aming puso na nagiging sanhi ng di pagkakaunawaan at pagkawatak-watak at patuloy na lingapin ng iyong pagkukupkop upang malayo sa anumang kapahamakan, sampo ng aming mga mahal sa buhay. Papuri sa iyo, Panginoong Diyos, ngayon at magpakailanman. Amen.
Please be seated. Once again, a pleasant morning to everyone. Today marks a truly momentous occasion for the Philippine Army as we celebrate its 129th founding anniversary. To officially open today's celebration, may we call on the Commanding General of the Philippine Army, Lieutenant General Antonio G. Navarrete.
His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines and Commander-in-Chief, Armed Forces of the Philippines, Special Assistant to the President, Honorable Antonio Ernesto F. Lagdomeo Jr., Honorable Gilberto C. Chudoro Jr., our Secretary of National Defense, General Romeo S. Bronner Jr., Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, distinguished guests, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. On this occasion, we honor not only the men and women of the Philippine Army present today, but also our ancestors and those who came before us, who defended this land with their lives. Our Army has withstood trials that tested the very limits of human endurance and resolve. In the crucible of conflict, we forged our identity. We proved not only to the world, but to ourselves, that resilience runs in our blood. For 129 years, we remained the guardians of the nation, heirs to a legacy of valor and masters of resilience. To our Commander-in-Chief, I respectfully present to you and to the Filipino people the CGPA's report. This report builds upon the vision and reforms of the commanding generals who came before me and reflects the unwavering dedication of the men and women of the Philippine Army who have turned plans into action and aspirations into meaningful gains for God, country, and our people. It is in this context that I now present the key initiatives and gains that have driven the continuing transformation of the Philippine Army in the fulfillment of its mission, structured under the DOTES framework. On the developed aspect, we ensure that all initiatives and reform remains firmly aligned with our national defense priorities and strategic intent, responsive to the growing complexities of our regional security environment and the evolving character of modern warfare. While our strategic direction was established years ago, we did not hesitate to confront gaps and shortcomings along the way. We recalibrated priorities, refined our approaches, and strengthened critical systems. Above all, we remained committed to the holistic development of our soldiers and civilian human resources, because institutional excellence begins with empowered, capable, and principled people. We strengthened foundational systems affecting our troops by aligning recruitment and individual development programs with our organization's human capital requirements, closing gaps to build a mission-focused force with real operational advantage. As a result, our major units, while sustaining internal security gains, are now better postured for territorial defense. Guided by our comprehensive archipelagic defense concept, every unit stands ready to defend the nation against external threats and actions that undermine our peace and stability. On the organized aspect, we recognize that rapid advancement of technology has introduced new dimensions in warfare that demand structural adaptation. We undertook deliberate organizational adjustments to ensure that our structure, capabilities, and doctrines remain aligned with the realities of contemporary battle space. Our goal is not to mirror the capabilities seen in global flashpoints, but to build a force grounded in our own national context, our archipelagic geography, and the character of our people. Every capability we pursue and every unit we organize is carefully evaluated to ensure it is relevant, sustainable, and mission-driven. We are building forces not for spectacle, but for purpose, creating specialized units that maximize new assets and refining doctrine that reflects our operational environment. Our tank battalion, though acquired years ago, has evolved far beyond its original capability. Through allied exercises, relentless training, and doctrinal development, it is now a precise instrument of maneuver, delivering decisive combat power while leveraging our terrain. At the same time, we are advancing the activation of our ground-launched missile and air defense battalion, an important step towards strengthening our credible deterrence posture and ensuring swift, decisive response to threats against our sovereignty. On the terrain aspect, in compliance with His Excellency's guidance to deepen alliances, we elevated cooperation with partner nations from engagement to genuine interoperability. Through joint exercises with the world's finest forces, we share tactics and hard-earned lessons that sharpen readiness and reinforce our commitment to regional peace and stability. The knowledge gained from this engagement does not remain confined to selected units. It is institutionalized and cascaded across the Philippine Army, ensuring that the next generation of soldiers become even more capable, adaptive, and mission-ready. Beyond combat readiness, we have further strengthened our humanitarian assistance and disaster response capabilities through intensified training, meaningful bilateral engagements, and the unwavering dedication of both the regular and reserve forces. On the equipped aspect, modern warfare demands advanced technology. While investing in our people, we ensured they carry top-quality equipment because a well-trained soldier with the right tool can be more effective in securing our nation. We strengthened our firepower, ensuring precision and timeliness. Enhanced targeting detection and battlefield networks keep our capabilities accurate, responsive, and effective. From heavy weapons systems down to the individual rifles equipment, we completed key modernization projects that provide reliability and confidence in the field. We also deployed satellite-based communication systems to ensure secure and reliable connectivity, reinforced by the PACE framework, primary, alternate, and contingency emergency, to keep our communications uninterrupted under any condition. Through these efforts, our modernization ensures that when we act, we do so with precision, speed, and decisive effect. On the support aspect, we recognize that personnel welfare is vital in demanding conditions, and our soldiers deserve full support from higher headquarters and the national government. To prepare for renewed missions, we advanced procurement and infrastructure projects to meet the operational needs essential to support reaches our troops without delay. Healthcare services have expanded through partnerships with private institutions and government agencies, allowing our military doctors to focus on specialized needs of soldiers returning from combat operation, while routine care is properly managed. These services now extend to our military dependents, allowing our soldiers to remain focused on their mission, confident that their families are cared for. At the same time, we strengthened our combat support capabilities by procuring new mobility and engineering assets to ensure the rapid movement of supplies and critical resources across operational areas. Officers and soldiers have also been sent abroad for advanced training in support operations to ensure these capabilities are executed with efficiency and professionalism. On the sustained aspect, Operational momentum must be matched by reliable support. Wars are won not just by good soldiers, but by strong, resilient sustainment systems. We addressed critical requirements in mobility, engineering, communications, medical support, and firepower, while standardizing technical specifications to ensure quality and interoperability. Infrastructure projects improve facilities across our camps and operational units, and additional land titles were secured to safeguard Army properties and support the Strategic Basing Plan 2040. Policy issuances are also reinforced accountability in supply management, maintenance, and property disposition, strengthening both operational readiness and institutional governance. Equally important is engaging the public and shaping the information environment. By strengthening strategic communications and institutionalizing information operations, we enhance our ability to achieve information superiority and operational advantage. In all our endeavors, we are guided by two enduring priorities: accomplishing the mission and safeguarding the welfare of our troops. These remain at the heart of every action we take. For this, we express our gratitude to our Commander-in-Chief for the unwavering support that enables us to fulfill our duty to the nation. On this 129th founding anniversary, we renew our solemn oath to serve the nation with integrity, courage, and unwavering commitment. We stand united in purpose, firm in resolve, and clear in mission, as we carry forward the legacy entrusted to us by those who came before. Our progress in reform, modernization, training, and operational readiness reflects discipline, sacrifice, and collective determination. Yet, beyond the systems we improved and the capabilities we strengthened, one enduring truth remains. The true strength of the Philippine Army rests in its people. It rests in the soldier who stands watch in remote outposts, in the unit that responds first when disaster strikes, in the leaders who make difficult decisions under pressure, and in the families who quietly share the burden of service. It is their character, resilience, and devotion to duty that give meaning to every reform and power to every capability we build. As we mark 129 years of service, we move forward with confidence because our greatest asset has always been and will always be the Filipino soldier. It is for this reason that we celebrate this anniversary anchored in the very essence of who we are as an institution and for the people we serve. And we proudly say na kami ang inyong matatag na hukbong katihan. Sa muli, maligayang ika-129 na anibersaryo ng Philippine Army. Mabuhay ang sundalong Pilipino. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga po sa ating lahat.
Thank you to the Commanding General, Philippine Army. We now come to recognize the individuals, units, whose hard work, dedication, and excellence have truly stood out. May we now request His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, to present the awards. He will be assisted by the Secretary of National Defense, the Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, and the Commanding General, Philippine Army. Also assisting is the Special Assistant to the President, the Philippine Army enlisted personnel for calendar year 2025 is awarded to Corporal Limuel C. Bacabis, 923-929 Infantry, Philippine Army, Bravo Company, 30th Infantry Battalion, 4th Infantry Division. The Philippine Army Best CAF Active Auxiliary for the year 2025 is awarded to CAFGO Active Auxiliary 1 Abjor C. Matias, AQ-G18-00116, Philippine Army. Delta Company, 61st Infantry Battalion, 3rd Infantry Spearhead Division, Philippine Army. The Philippine Army Best Reservist Officer of the Year 2025 is awarded to Captain Gerardo M. Atienza Jr., O-154837 Reserve, Charlie Company, 502nd Ready Reserve Infantry Battalion, 502nd Community Defense Center, 5th Regional Community Defense Group, Reserve Command. The Philippine Army Best Reservist Enlisted Personnel of the Year 2025 is awarded to Staff Sergeant Aldrin D. Dasillo, CS-A012536, Philippine Army. Charlie Company, 502nd Ready Reserve Infantry Battalion, 502nd Community Defense Group, 5th Regional Community Defense Group of the Reserve Command. The Philippine Army Best Male ROTC of the Year 2025 is awarded to Cadet Colonel Kent Andre L. Pasco, First Class, 11th Regional Community Defense Group, Reserve Command. The Philippine Army Best Female ROTC of the Year 2025 is awarded to Cadet Colonel Rhea Jane Entraza, First Class, 6th Regional Community Defense Group, Reserve Command, Philippine Army. The Philippine Army Model Supervisor of the Year 2025 is awarded to Mr. John Harold C. Novo, Administrative Officer 3, Property Accountability Office, Philippine Army. The Philippine Army Model Employee of the Year 2025 is awarded to Ms. Jessica N. Fuentes, Administrative Assistant 2, Reserve Command, Philippine Army. The Commanding General Philippine Army Streamers will be awarded. In recognition of their exemplary performance and unwavering commitment to excellence in education, training, and institutional development, the Commanding General Philippine Army Streamer for Professional Military Education and Training Excellence, Hasik Pandayan, is awarded to the following: Rescom Training School, Reserve Command, Philippine Army. Receiving the award is Colonel Arnold S. Panaligan, the Commandant. Armor School, Armor Division, Philippine Army. Receiving the award is Lieutenant Colonel Filimon Aitan, Commandant. And 4th Division Training School, 4th Infantry Division, Philippine Army. Receiving the award is Lieutenant Colonel Eduardo A. Precioso, the Commandant. In recognition of its exceptional initiative, ingenuity, and resourcefulness in developing and implementing an innovative approach that significantly enhanced the accessibility and efficiency of medical diagnostic services for Philippine Army, the Commanding General Philippine Army Streamer for Innovation Likha is awarded to 10th Station Hospital, 10th Infantry Division, Philippine Army. Receiving the award is Colonel May B. Maanyo, the commanding officer. For sustaining excellence in leadership, administration, training, and operational readiness, the Commanding General Philippine Army Streamer for Overall Unit Excellence, Kahusayan, is awarded the 10th Infantry Aguila Division Philippine Army. Receiving the award is Major General Alvin V. Luzon, Division Commander. Plaques of recognition is presented to the following. 1st Infantry Tabak Division Philippine Army for obtaining the second highest rating in the overall unit excellence. Receiving the award is Major General Yegor Ray P. Baroquillo Jr., Division Commander. And the 5th Infantry Star Division Philippine Army for obtaining the third highest rating in the overall unit excellence. Receiving the award is Major General Gulliver L. Sinieres, Division Commander. Congratulations to all the awardees. Thank you very much to His Excellency and to the other personalities on stage. Once again, a big hand for all the awardees. To introduce now the guest of honor and speaker is the Honorable Gilberto C. Chodoro Jr., Secretary, Department of National Defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you, our National Defense Secretary, Secretary Gilbert Chodoro. Please be seated. The Special Assistant to the President, Antonio Ernesto Lagdameo, the other cabinet members who are here today, the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces, Philippines General Romeo Browner, and the Major Service Commanders, Taguig City Mayor, Mayor Lani Cayetano, Philippine Army Commanding General Antonio Navarrete, officers, enlisted personnel, and civilian employees of the Philippine Army, my fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to you all. Today, we once again commemorate the founding anniversary of the Philippine Army, the 129th anniversary. I stand with deep respect for the brave women and men who have dedicated their lives in service to our nation. For over a century, the Philippine Army has stood as a pillar of strength, guiding our country towards peace, security, and shared progress. Through every challenge, you have embodied the strength and courage that inspire our people to move forward with confidence and purpose. As you continue to advance the capabilities of the armed forces, a clear task lies before us. The Philippine Army must continue to build on the significant gains that we have achieved in internal security and work with law enforcement agencies to address emerging threats. The demands of our time call for a force that is agile, effective, and prepared to safeguard our nation across new and evolving domains, from our maritime frontiers to the digital space. To meet this challenge, this administration remains steadfast in modernizing the armed forces of the Philippines while advancing meaningful peace-building initiatives at the grassroots. These are anchored in dialogue, trust, and the shared vision of inclusive progress. At present, the DND and the AFP are monitoring developments on the ground to ensure that we sustain our progress in addressing internal security threats. In parallel, The DND-AFP and the National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict continue to strengthen stability in communities, paving the way for a more effective and orderly transition. Our commitment to national defense remains firm. We are strengthening the Philippine Army's role in external defense through the comprehensive archipelagic defense concept. This concept enables the Army to perform external security operations while gradually transitioning its internal security operations. The Combined Arms Training Exercise, Katihan, is also conducted annually to test and to refine the Philippine Army's land defense concept. Through the integration of infantry, armor, and artillery, we enhance rapid deployment and reinforce maritime defense. We also invest in capacity building through interagency exercises among the AFP, the PNP, Philippine Coast Guard, and this we have been doing since 2025. These efforts deepen coordination and readiness across all our institutions. At the community level, the NTF-LCAC Barangay Development Plan is designed to support development initiatives in barangays, contributing to efforts towards safer, more resilient communities as well as lasting peace. Your achievements complement our efforts to serve our people better. You earned recognition from the Anti-Red Tape Authority's Report Card Survey Awards 2.0, and that is, you are the only uniformed service to be honored last year. Also, you have received the Bronze Award from the Civil Service Commission for advancing meritocracy and excellence in human resource management. These milestones speak to your professionalism, integrity, and dedication to fair and effective leadership. Beyond these recognitions, your partnership with government agencies continue to advance our self-reliant defense posture program. In collaboration with the Department of Science and Technology, you have participated in the development of the Control-Operated Battle-Ready Armament Project, or COBRA. This is a strong step towards innovation and the growth of our local defense industry. To carry this momentum, I encourage the Army to exemplify integrity, discipline, professionalism, as these are the bedrocks of your institution. You have earned the trust of the Filipino people through your steadfast service. Every day offers an opportunity to deepen and uphold that trust. Let this day renew your commitment to sharpening your capabilities, broadening your experience, and raising the standard of service. A forward-looking Philippine Army stands firm in defense while remaining compassionate in the fulfillment of your duty. Sa mga magigiting na kababaihan at kalalakihan ng hukbong katihan ng Pilipinas, maraming salamat sa inyong tapat at walang sawang paglilingkod sa kapwa at sa bansa. To our awardees, my congratulations. Continue to uphold excellence and inspire your fellow soldiers. Together, let us build a bagong Pilipinas where communities thrive in safety, where opportunities are shared, and where every citizen stands secure in the promise of our nation. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay ang sandatahang lakas ng Pilipinas at ng hukbong katihan ng Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Thank you, Mr. President. May we now call on the Commanding General, Philippine Army, for the presentation of memento to His Excellency. Alaala sa larawan, hinubog ng disiplina, katatagan at pamumuno. Inilalarawan ng nakakwadrong pinta ang mahalagang sandali sa panahon ng pagsasanay militar ni Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Ang alang-alang ito ay mula sa pagguhit at pagpinta ng isa sa ating kawalkatihan sa katauhan ni Corporal Quint Fave G. Bolaron. Thank you, sirs. From here, may we request the President to grant us a group photo downstage? May we kindly request everyone to gather at the center for a memorable group photo. At the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Mr. President, for granting us a photo opportunity. Well, that concludes today's anniversary program of the Philippine Army. We would like to thank our guests for your presence both online and on site. Well, we'd like to remind everyone to please be in your respective seats until the President has left the hall.